2.4 degrees at the moment. I've got the space heater on. Let's see where we can get at before we get started. So cold up here at the moment, my hands are sticking to everything. Right, so these are the bits I've amassed to make the pneumatic engraver. Which is still bloody cold up here. Right, I've got this old bit of metal which came out of, I think it came out of a double-ended bench grinder. I've already used some of it for something else. So I'm going to make the body out of this. It's about 18.74 millimeters at the big bit. And I'll stick that on the donkey and chop that off in a second. And I had to do a wheel bearing on my Kangoo a little while ago, so I've got these bearings which I thought I'd use for the ball bearing in it. I think it's all a bit big, this, but this is the first one. I'll try some others. But these bearings are 11.7 mil, so just short of 12, so maybe a 12 mil or have a look at the right, it's 0.46 of an inch, which I think is about 7/16, I think. So I might be able to get an imperial drill that will just give it that a little bit of clearance. Now that's what I'm going to do to start with. I'll chop this end off, get this chucked up in the lathe, in the 3-jaw chuck, turn this down to about 14 mil, thread it. I'm not sure yet whether I'll thread it on the lathe or use a tap and die. I'm not quite sure about that yet. I've got some other stuff ordered on eBay, the compressor and the electrical bits. They're not arrived yet. Can't really do much till they do arrive. But that's enough talking about what I'm going to do. I'll stick this on the donkey and chop that off to start with, and then stick it in the lathe and bring it down to the diameter I want. Right, well, I've got him in the donkey. Just use it dry and just let it do the job. Right, that's him through. Lovely. I don't know why I'm doing that. Right, there he is, ready to be chucked up in the lathe now. Right, well, we're got it chucked up in the lathe. I'm just about to centre drill it. Right. That. Stick a live centre in here and alright, now I want to turn this down about 2.5 inches to about 14 mil. Alright, It's not a particularly great finish, but it'll do. I think I've probably gone a little bit too deep, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to probably put the thread on myself anyway. Right, I'm going to take that over to the donkey, cut that off, and then change the chuck and stick it in a collet chuck. Right, I've got it in the collet chuck now. I'm just going to centre drill the end. The overall length I'm looking for is about 75. This was 77, so it gives me a... I'll face the end of this off. This is going to be the cap end. So I'm going to centre drill it, and then I'm going to see if I can sort of an imperial drill out to take that ball bearing, and I'm going to drill it down 50mm, turn it round and do the other end. So centre drill it to start with, a bit of splodge. So one. I always keep the centre drill in that chuck just to save time, to do a lot of centre drilling. So now on second thoughts, I'll do a 6mm drill bit because that's the bit I'm going to do the other ends with a 6mm bit. When I get near the actual size of what I want, I'll be a bit more careful with the depth I'm going. But this can go all the way at the moment because it's a 6mm bit. It might help if I tighten it up in the chuck. Jesus, it is cold up here tonight. Should be slightly more than the 50mm I want. I'll change the bit. Here's 11 point. I can't remember now. 11.8mm, and the actual drill bit is about the same. So I'm going to run this in there and see if the ball will go in there. That's 2 inches. Right, when that ball goes in there, as you know, I have an awful lot to put the thread on there. I don't know if you can see that on there, but nice fine thread, it might be alright. I'll say it's a prototype. Right, I'll stick it back in the lathe and thread it for the cap to go on there, which will have the air hole in it. I'll let this cool down properly because it's still quite warm. I mean, that fits absolutely perfect, that ball, but I don't know whether perfect is too perfect. Anyway, I'm going to let that cool down and then I'll get back on with it, and that's going to be tomorrow because it's just too cold to work up here tonight. Okay, I'm back on the lathe. I've set the lathe up now for 20 threads an inch. I'm going to thread this down. It's approximately 2 inches down there. I've cut my relief groove. I mean, this isn't a lathing video, this is about making a little pneumatic air graver. So I'm going to touch this off now. Like I say, it's all set up, ready to go. So I'll get on with it. It certainly didn't cut the thread up this end as well as it should have done. Right, I'll find my wire brush, clean that up and turn it round. I'm expecting to lose a bit this end anyway. Alright, so this is what we've got so far. The ball bearings in there, but it is a very good fit. I think it might be too good a fit. I think I might have to polish that out a bit. I mean, we need an hole in there to let the air out, but it really is working like a piston in there at the moment. So I've disengaged the back gear on the lathe. I'm going to turn it round now. It's about 77mm altogether at the length. I'm going to knock a couple of millimetres off of it and drill a 6mm hole up for the quick change tool thing I'm going to try and make. So I'm going to drill a 6mm hole up there and then take this back a little way to 10mm, because that's the size I'm going to do the quick change tool holder. Right, I've got these 6mm bits set up in the lathe. I'm just going to drill through. I'm just going to go for it in one go. Should be alright with a 6mm bit. And just drill straight through till it's cleared the other hole. Alright, that's through. Well, I'm just going to take this down a bit just to true it up, take a couple of millimetres off there, and then take about 5 or 10mm down to 10mm diameter. That's fine, I'll give that a file off. But other than a little bit of a polish up, that's it for this bit of the tool. We'll get on with making the cap next.